Tester 1, 2, 3. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to, welcome to the Drivers Room Radical Cup. And yeah, this is going to be a live commentary from myself and Mr. Gadget 334. And yeah, I'm going to open a chat with Mr. Gadget, and we will have a co-conspirator with us today, as we could probably call it. All right, let's open up the chat. Hey, Craig. Let's see. I need to find Monsieur Gadget. There we go. And open a chat with him, if it wants to open. There we go. Just gotta wait for the man himself. I am going to just share the stream on live. So, I'm just waiting on Sir Gadget to join the room. Yeah, Mung is racing in this one. Cool kids, cool. What? Why is there 2 chats active? It's gotta be an error. Yeah, I think that's an error. Yeah, that's probably just an error there on my screen. Well, oh, that sucks, Forz. Can't you just pay for a month, 1 month thing? That should be cheap enough, right? Wow, it sounded like someone was loading a gun or something. I wish we had a better way of scrolling through the cars. Yeah, 699.
Kim.
Hello, Gadget.
How are you doing?
I am doing fine, and you?
Yes, I'm doing fine also.
Good, good.
So, should be interesting tonight. The first Radicals race. I must admit, I'm not fully up to speed with all the rules and regulations. I kind of jobbed that out to Frog and Plux to put together.
Yeah.
I know there've been a few problems with access to the channels, so I know Frog hasn't been able to publish as much as he would have liked to. So I guess tonight is going to be a suck it and see how we get on, and hopefully everything will be a bit more in line in 2 weeks' time when we come back and visit this.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna make sure that I actually can hear you on stream.
Yeah, tell me when you want me to talk.
Hold on. Yeah, you're coming through.
Yeah,
so
okay, good stuff.
All right. So everyone on stream, say hello to Sir Gadget.
Hello, hello. I think most of you know me. There's a few new faces there to me, but guys that have been doing, I guess, DRSL since I kind of withdrew from those series.
Yeah.
But most are familiar faces.
And we have the Cookie Lord, Mr. Mung, or Biscuit Lord, on track.
Yeah. in the familiar swan livery.
Yeah. Guys are being trolls and saying Gadget who?
Unfortunately, I don't have the power to eject people in this series, so I'll just have to bend over and take it, I guess.
Well, I don't know much about these cars except for not falling in love with them during the 8-day qualifiers. So if you have some additional info for them, please go on.
I do think the cars were pretty lively, particularly around trial mounting, because there's a lot of blind crests and dips, and as soon as the rears start going off, they did become quite evil. But of course, we have had the patch which improved matches for mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars since that. And I had a quick whiz around just before I joined this chat, and I must admit they feel pretty nice around here. I expect times to be probably a little faster than our ADAC GR4 cars can manage. As long as you can keep it on the track.
Really? Faster than the Group 4s?
I think so, yeah. Because they're pretty light, so if you can carry the speed through the corners, I think the secret with these is I'm pretty sure you can adjust brake bias in this room, because we've had to allow tuning, I think, haven't we, for all the parts modifications.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can do that, I would suggest cranking the brake bias all the way, or at least -4, -3 all the way to the front. That makes them a little more stable under braking, and really for the slower corners and things like the corkscrew, you really want to be letting the car just roll through the corners rather than being on the brake or on the throttle, and they're then pretty nice to drive.
Well, maybe I'll give the cars a go again and try them in the future, but right now I'm really not interested in getting back in the seat of these cars.
No, I can understand why not. I commentated on the on the qualifiers, I remember, and you looked to be having a torrid time.
In the final, I was having a bad time, but in the semi-finals, I had one of the best races I've ever had in this thing. But yeah, I don't know, it just felt like it could bite you in the ass just when you didn't look.
well, of course, the final was a much longer race, and I think the effects of tire wear were much more profound in that final. So that all of the bad traits of the car were exaggerated when you start wearing down the tires, and everybody had issues in the last couple of laps. Famously Muller and Vlav as well, and somebody else. They were dicing, remember, and they basically both threw it off the road in the last but one corner.
You're very funny, Craig. I'll give you that. I'll make sure Louis stuffs a horse head in your bed tonight.
Craig trolling you.
Yeah. Just a regular Craig thing to do.
Yeah. Hi, Craig.
Hello to Ricey and Vox Bacchus, H-Boss, and Dennis in chat as well.
Oh, cool. I saw that F1 was sitting back and cracking open a beer to join the stream at some stage, so...
I thought he was gonna race, so he's just gonna watch them.
I think he's gonna watch.
Yeah. Oh, we have, what was it, LOL Power just had a little spin there. Looks like the car still can bite you a little bit.
Yeah, but I think we'll see a bit of that in the early laps, but it is a car that you learn. You know, you do start feeling more comfortable with it and gaining confidence. The people that have done a little bit of practice, you know, that will pay dividends because it's not like a regular GT car where you can get in and just drive it and all that happens is you get quicker. It will start to bite you in if you don't understand its unique characteristics.
Do we have tire wear and fuel usage in this one?
Yeah, it's tire wear is 5 and fuel is 4.
Oh, okay.
So with the sort of lap times these guys are doing, I see the fastest lap about a 1:30. I think for the 25-minute race we should be looking at somewhere around about 17 laps maybe. I'm pretty sure the fuel should last 17 laps. And what about tires? Is everybody's on medium, so let me just check.
Maybe it's locked to
yeah, I think it might be. Let me go and have a look at the room settings a minute.
You know, the favorite thing about Gran Turismo 7 for my part when it comes to the replays is the new onboard angle. That's something I can't stress enough.
Oh yeah?
The secondary cockpit view, that's the best one.
So, tires. Okay, yeah, so it's locked medium tires only. So I only did 5 or 6 laps just before I came in, but the mediums look to be hanging on pretty well for 5 or 6 laps. They will obviously start to wear if you once you get into 3 times that number of laps. So I think it's going to pay dividends for those that look after their tires. You may see some people go shooting out in the beginning and sliding the car around. But those that take a bit more of a measured approach in the early laps, I think they could come strong at the end of the race. Because nobody wants to pit stop here. This is, I think, the longest pit stop we have in Gran Turismo 7. It's like 29 seconds of lost lap time.
Oh, wow.
When you average over the in lap and the out lap. And that's obviously no fuel, that's just a tyre stop. So yeah, you don't want to be doing a pit stop unless you have to.
Alright, we're just about ready to start the race according to Frog. So
okay.
Just about 20 seconds I think left.
So we have 8 entries for this first race. Not bad for an all-new series. Oh no, 9 entries, sorry. Luca was off the bottom of the list there. 9 entrants, okay.
Well, Craig, Gran Turismo 7 has also gotten a longer pit variant of Spa in GT7, and I don't know how long that takes, but it is quite a bit.
Spa's about 23 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much the second longest. But this one, yeah, I know because I was checking it for ADEC next week. Even though I'm not racing, I was just doing a little bit of testing with my teammate. But yeah, it's a long one. I think the only thing they've done, which probably a lot of people like, is it used to be a hellishly tricky pit entrance where you could very easily shoot across the sand and damage a car. They've kind of cut to the auto drive a lot sooner. So once you just get into the first part of the pit lane, it kind of switches into the, you know, the spectator view of the car trundling down the pit lane.
Well, the question is now, will the race be able to start? Because Gran Turismo 7 has been very difficult in lobbies lately. Especially in the Tuesday series, not being able to start.
Oh, this week, so...
Well, not this week. This week was actually fine in the Tuesday series. Too Fast managed to start both races without problems, but the weeks before that, we've had to restart the lobbies 4 or 5 times.
Oh, wow. Well, hopefully we don't...
There we go. I couldn't agree with you more, Craig. All games these days are broken when released. Oh, Boss seems to have crashed.
How has he crashed?
Game crash, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Or no, lobby didn't crash.
What are we going to do here? Gonna hold it?
Don't know. Oh, what is going on? No, lobby hasn't crashed, boss. People are racing. Should we,
Shall I type something?
Maybe, I don't know what the, Okay, boss says he's out, so...
He must be the unluckiest Gran Turismo driver I've known. He's had incidents in the first 3 ADEC races, which I think none of them were his own fault, and he ended up getting damaged, and here we are in the Radicals, and it's business as usual, with him not even turning a wheel.
Well, going up to the corkscrew, we have Too Fast in the lead.
Do you know much about this guy? He's pretty quick, isn't he?
Yeah, Too Fast is very quick. I've had a few good races with him. I did battle him on High Speed Ring a couple of weeks ago in DRTT, and...
and Philo goes off into the sand pit.
Ooh. And yeah, Too Fast is very fast. Usually I can't beat him. So Too Fast goes over to start lap 2. We have Philo in 3rd.
Mung, Jules, Jason, Luco, Frog.
Well, there's no grass to cut on this track, so stay out of the gravel. Jason? Oh!
Who's gone off?
He just had a moment, Jason, but he's still on track. From Craig, Too Fast is quick on most racing games. He's quick on DRACC as well. Assetto Corsa.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have low power off.
off.
And I think
Mung
Jules has also gone off.
Oh gosh.
Jules has spun as well.
So Luco, who was running 8th just a few seconds ago, is now up into 4th.
Yeah. Oh. Thanks, Luis. Love ya. And yeah, Mung has managed to get himself up into 3rd because of the spins.
But it's a big lead for Too Fast at the moment as he comes into turn 1.
Oh wow, yeah. 6.5 seconds already. So looks to have that car under control.
But Philo has just set the fastest lap of the race. He's in hot pursuit. Let's see how that gap.
Who is Philo, by the way? Is he a new guy or?
He's not ADEC, so I know nothing about him.
I did hear there was a little bit of outside interest for this league, so we have Mung defending against
Luco, putting him under a lot of pressure, and actually Jason and Frog are also in hot pursuit.
Oh, and we have Holderhoff in the gravel.
Yeah, he's gathered it together, didn't lose too much time, Jason.
Either Luco's livery is made to be dusty, or there's a lot of dust on his car.
That's kind of like a hammered enamel finish that he's got there. It's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that livery.
Oh, I'm liking the camera view. I've just brought your stream up so I can see what you're streaming. That's quite cool, sort of over the driver's shoulder.
Yeah. And Frog is just keeping up with Luco. Oh, never mind, just some dust.
Oh, Luco went off.
Did he?
Yeah, Luca's off and Frog is up into 4th. So Philo is keeping Too Fast honest. That gap has not really changed.
Oh, and we have Frog off. Frog, yep. I think he got some oversteer. Back end probably kicked out.
Okay, Luco back. Luco back up into 4th.
Polyphony still hasn't fixed their lobbies yet. From the
in what respect? There's so much to fix. In what respect?
Server issue, the lag between PS4 and PS5s. Still haven't fixed that. So.
Who do we know is PS4 here?
I think LOL Power, as he goes very wide through the final corner, because he's jumping all over the place.
I think Jules is PS4 as well, isn't he?
Yeah, so is Haldir and Monk. I'm not sure about Too Fast actually. And Force is PS4. But usually in the ADEC lobbies that hasn't been the biggest problem, so I'm happy about that.
I thought Forzy was racing tonight actually.
His PSN ran out.
Oh really?
So
oh dear.
He'll have to sit this one out. Too Fast is PS5. Oh, alright. So the field is quite spread out now.
It is, yeah. It's the closest battles are actually at the back with Jason, Frog, and LOL Power.
I'm gonna go on board with Frog for a little bit.
Yeah, you can see that PS4 lag. The cars kind of just crab left to right, don't they? And you hear the skidding of the tires.
Oh.
And Frog is closing up on Jason on the start-finish straight.
Great sound from these radicals, though. I love the sound of them.
Yeah, they've obviously been tuned up quite a bit with the racing exhaust and manifolds and everything. So I think we're hearing them as good as they get, and it is a pretty nice sound.
Oh, Jason is losing it through that turn. Low power, very wide as well. Frog has held it. No.
Mung's just gone off onto the, I was going to say the grass, but the dirt, but he's managed to hold it together.
Yeah, he's still on track. Philo, 6
cost him
seconds.
a couple of seconds. And Philo's closed that gap a little bit, only by a couple of tenths. Remember, it was 6.5 seconds he had out front. It's 6.2 now.
Halder's dropped off a little bit, and low power further behind, and Jules, he has just fallen off the pack entirely.
Yeah, we're just coming up to approaching the 10-minute mark, and fuel is certainly not going to be a problem for these cars. We're barely 25, well, even less than that, sort of an eighth of a tank used, and we're already 40% into this race. Oh, Frog wide again.
We have a question from 4Z. Gadget, have you ever thought of doing an F1 championship series like ADEC since F1 22 is coming out?
Quite honestly, I haven't got time to run other series. I try to do a good job with ADEC. I focus on that and do all the admin for it and racing it. And outside of that, I'm afraid, you know, I'm a real life person. So if somebody wants to do it, I'd say jump in and do it.
Well, I haven't played an F1 game since, what was it, the 2019 one, and yeah, I didn't get on well with the wheel on that one. Too difficult.
I think I was doing F1. It was on my PS3, so that's going back quite a while.
Yeah, that is quite a while ago.
Yeah.
We have Halder about to maybe slipstream overtake Frog.
Yep.
Or is he just holding off behind? I think he's holding off behind for now. Oh, Frog goes deep into round one.
Oh, he just managed to get it back together.
Turn
Jason
one, I should
putting
say.
him under some serious pressure though.
Jules into the pits already?
Oh really? Why is Jules pitting? For tyres? His tyres are hardly used. That's going to drop him a long way back.
Oh yeah.
In fact, he's probably going to be lapped by the leader because he's already 1:12 behind.
Yeah, Too Fast is coming out on the start-finish straight now to start lap 9. So, Jules has disconnected or left.
He's had enough.
This track was particularly difficult for me on Tuesday when I drove the GT500 Skyline around here. The car just did not want to turn. So, yeah, that was dead last for me.
I must admit, it's not one of my favorite tracks. I just find it so difficult to be. You can tootle around it, okay.
When Philo goes off, he manages to save that.
Oh yes, that's cost him a lot of time. He's 11 seconds back now from the leader.
And it goes off.
He's off again.
Well, to go back to the track itself, I love Laguna Seca. I just despise it in the Gran Turismo games because of the red sausages.
Yeah.
You just hit them and you fly across the track, and yeah, that's the thing I really despise about the Gran Turismo version of Seca.
So Luco is closed up pretty rapidly on Munguinho now. He's they're just coming through the corkscrew.
Yeah.
And if you look at Luco's lap times, I get the impression he didn't do any practice, because his times have gradually been getting faster and faster throughout the race. That's usually an indication, like Ben in ADEC, when he just rocks up, or he used to when he was racing, rock up on a Thursday night and basically learn the track during practice. And
Yeah.
Ben always used to kind of manage to post a faster race lap than he did in qualifying, just because he'd probably learnt the track by the end of the 1 hour race.
Yeah.
And I think that's happening with Luco here. He's started off 36, 33, 34, 32, 33, 30, 30, 31. So yeah, he's getting on top of that car, and the fuel's coming off. Mediums are hanging on pretty well. Oh, he just caught a sausage there though.
Well, it looks like Mung and Luco's tires are pretty much the same wear.
Yeah, I think so. Luco used a little bit more fuel, but as we said, that's not going to be an issue. In fact, if anything, burning a bit more fuel is going to be an advantage, because you're basically running a lighter car.
Is it just one race tonight, or is it a two racer?
It's just one. I think Frog originally was. Oh, Luco very wide. He got the tail out, and I think he's getting a bit excited as he sees the back of Munguinho's car, and that's lost him a couple of seconds, unfortunately. I think the original idea was to have two shorter races as kind of a reverse grid, but of course the lobbies still don't allow that to be done very easily without a lot of faffing around. And so for now, I think we're just with the 1:25 minute race, and we're now beyond half distance. And I think we will start to see a little bit of tire wear creeping in, but those mediums are holding up pretty well. I mean, looks like everybody's about the same. Probably less than 10% worn all round. Mung's off into the sand.
Oh,
and
little mistake
Luco
from him.
may take him. It's going to be very tight going into the corkscrew. No, he's through. Clean pass.
Not often we see Mung doing a mistake, but it does occur.
Luco, very quick driver, consistently won challenging near the front in ADEC, but he has made a few errors in this season, at least when he's been in good positions, and he'll be hoping that he's put that behind him now, and he can maybe pick up a podium here in the opening Radicals Cup race. And Too Fast has just set the fastest lap of the race, beating his own record.
Mung hit his sausage and went a little bit off. He lost a lot of time up to Luco. And
3 seconds now.
Craig's being his usual trolly self and said Mung saw a burger van at the side of the road, so he had to go. Maybe it was a biscuit van.
No, maybe he got the sausage confused for a hot dog.
that could be a big possibility. looks like Frog and Haldir has the hang of this now, and just settle into a proper pace. Low power.
Frog's running along fairly consistently. He's a couple of seconds a lap off the very front guys, but he seems to, apart from lap 7 when he dropped 3 seconds, must have had an off. He's driving pretty consistently now, and let's see if he can make inroads into Mung, who's 10 seconds up the road. Jason also is driving pretty consistently. He's just done his personal best at 32.6.
And Philo has been off somewhere. He's got himself a half-second penalty for his troubles.
First penalty we've seen, I think, unless one has gone unnoticed.
I will say this though, Gadget, the penalty zones is the one thing I do love about ADEC now and the multiplayer races in general.
Well, as a steward, Kim, I can assure you that we like it as well, because that was a pain having to manually manually police abuse of penalties, shall we say. And I believe, reading the notes for the patch which dropped this morning, they have adjusted the penalties and made them less severe for a slight impact. So I know we just changed things in T2 to address a few people's dislike of the strong penalties. It may well have sorted itself out, but Philo's just served his penalty, talking of that, by the way. But yeah, hopefully they keep tweaking that. I agree. It's and I don't know why they didn't have it in Gran Turismo Sport, because the code was written. It was in the FIA races.
Yeah.
So why not make it available to lobbies?
What I'm thinking about for Gran Turismo Sport was probably it came to the end of its life cycle, so they probably thought, why bother? Probably.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, we have 4.5 minutes left, and Mung is 8 seconds behind Luco. We have low power into the pits.
Is he actually going to do a pit stop? Maybe he's going to try, I was going to say, put some softs on and go for fastest lap, but you can't put anything other than a new set of mediums on.
That could be the thing. There's time for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He got a new set of mediums, and he's obviously now got only 2/3 of a tank of fuel. Luco's setting blue sector time, so he's continuing to improve his... Oh, and he's just caught a sausage there.
Almost looked like the car was ready to take off.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a blue lap time, personal best for Luco there on lap 14.
1:33.47. Not bad.
Yeah.
And Too Fast has said the fastest lap of 29.263. So
yeah, he did that on lap 11. So he's certainly got some pace. He's done multiple sub 130 laps. So clearly the class of the field here. That's it. It's a German flag or a Belgian flag?
German.
German, okay.
The German and Belgian flags are quite similar, aren't they? I think Belgian is...
or is it vertical stripes instead of horizontal?
Yeah, I think that's...
It's the same colours though, I think, isn't it?
Well, the next track for this series is, what was that again? I'll check right now. Round 2 will be Sardinia Road Track B, so that could be interesting.
Yeah, I think
whatever.
the idea with the series was to follow the ADEC calendar where possible, but if there was a track which just didn't suit this type of car, and Spa really you need a more powerful car because they've got the long straights and etc. So the decision was made not to follow it religiously, just to follow it when it made sense. So Spa didn't make sense, so the tighter, more sweeping, what is it? Sardinia A,
B.
did you say?
B.
B. Okay. That's where we're going the week after next.
And Monks dropped down behind Frog, and he's off onto the gravel again. The tires must be losing their prime. So Frog up to 4th and Luco 3rd.
Low Power did put some fresh tires on and is back out running again. So this could be an attempt to.
Ooh, a 29.718. He's close.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Trying to steal too fastest lap. So I think this will be, too fast is on his final lap.
1:37 the last lap he did, so he must have been off somewhere. Maybe a little too fast. Maybe a little lapse in concentration.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he must have ran a bit wide somewhere.
And Frog
and Mung
has
have finished. That was close at the flag. 0.9 of a second. Mung almost, caught back up but couldn't get past.
Well, good first race.
Low Power has spun. So.
Oh wait, what happened?
I think we probably didn't have the.
Frog made a boo-boo.
He should have set it to a minute and a half or something. He probably set it to 30 seconds.
Yeah. That's probably what it did.
Look, the series is not a championship. That's why we call it a cup. So there's no points, and the results are just a bit of fun, and hopefully everybody had a bit of fun. So let's hope next week we get a few more sign up for it. Sardinia should suit these cars quite well, actually, and not maybe punish the running wide, because you get out into this sand and it's difficult to get back on the black stuff again. Okay, good stuff. Well, thanks, Kim, for hosting the chat and streaming, and I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Goodbye to everyone who's on the chat, whoever that is. I can't even see myself, but and I won't be around for the next one, but if you're still doing these, you fancy doing these, if I'm available, I'll try and hook back up again. They're good fun. Always fun being in the commentary box with you, Kim.
I could definitely do this as a thing with the Radical, just be a commentator. So
yeah.
So
good.
That I can do.
Okay, mate. I'm off.
Yeah. I'll
Take care.
Catch you later. All right, that was a short little stream today, and Frog, remember for next time, put it to 60 or 120 seconds. I usually put it to 120 seconds, so everyone can actually finish the race. But not a bad start for the season opener. So I'll catch you again next time. And next week will be ADEC back to usual and to this track. Yeah, this track. Um, yeah. This track next week with Group Force, ADEC. Yes. Not looking forward to it. Yeah, the sausage curves are not my favorite. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and come back next time. And this is Kimaru, or aka Slingshot Cherberg, as I've started to call myself, saying goodbye. Bye-bye.